Today, 2 weeks preceding my 30th birthday, I'm grateful to have the opportunity to introduce myself to you all. Almost 3 decades ago, on a day much like today, a baby girl with bright eyes and jet black curly hair was welcomed into the world. She was the firstborn child of immigrant parents and the love of their life. This new life brought about hope, dreams, and excitement about the future. And yes, if you're wondering, this baby girl was me, Rochelle Monet Fritz, or Roro as my family and friends so affectionately called me. For some time now, I've wondered what my 30th birthday would feel like. Will it bring about feelings of joy and a fresh start from my former life as a 20 something? Or will I feel a deep sense of anxiety over the could haves, would haves, and should haves of my life? While I'm still uncertain, I do know that all my experiences have been unique and have molded me into the person you see today. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about who and what has molded me, what is currently going on in my life, and my goals for the future. My family has played a vital role in who I am. As I already mentioned, my parents immigrated to the United States from a small island called Trinidad in the West Indies. They settled in Philadelphia and began our family. Although we are no longer in the land of their birth, they maintained a great sense of pride about where they came from, and they instilled that same pride in me. From a small child, I loved West Indian culture. The food, the music, the people, they were all so beautiful to me. This little American born girl was in every sense of the word Trini to the bone, as a popular calypso song would say. To this day, I wear a Trinidad pendant close to my heart. My family spent most of our summers traveling out of state and even out of the country to attend Caribbean festivals. This was one of the highlights of my childhood. Not only did we get to travel and see many U.S. states, we got to experience Carnival. Fun times, good food, great memories that have lasted me over 30 years. At home, we were the typical family of four. I spent most of my childhood living in an apartment on Carlton Street in Philadelphia. All of my first best friends and skin needs were had there. Eventually, we moved to our new house in New Jersey when I was about 8 years old. I can honestly say that the old saying holds true: home is where the heart is. Our apartment on Carlton Street was small, but it was home. I was accustomed to the tight knit community our neighborhood had. Our home in New Jersey was huge in comparison to our tiny apartment, but it couldn't compare. My heart was in Philadelphia on Carlton Street. So initially, I hated living in New Jersey, but like anything else, I got used to it. Now that New Jersey was home, it just meant more summer days spent at my grandmother's house in Philadelphia. This was a highlight of a lot of our weekends. My cousin and I would spend all day and much of the night making memories and building our unbreakable bond at grandma's house. She would make all our favorite treats and snacks, and we would pile up 7 to 10 deep in her room at nighttime, sleeping every which way. To this very day, my grandmother is my hero. She encompassed everything beautiful and strong. She came to this country with the clothes on her back and a dream, and somehow she made it work. Her personality was infectious, and despite any hardship, she could light up a room with her smile. It's been 12 years since her death, and there is nothing I miss more than weekends at my grandma's house. My childhood was an easygoing one. I didn't face any real hardships. I grew up in a loving home. My adolescence was similar. I spent most of my teen years going to school, spending time with my family and friends. I was well behaved, got good grades, and good grades came easy for me. I excelled at everything I attempted. Upon high school graduation, I attended Temple University. I was ecstatic to be back in Philadelphia. I initially fell in love with Temple. What I failed to realize was that college was nothing like high school. I went from excelling at everything to barely making it. I was having the time of my life, meeting new people and gaining new experiences, but my grades were suffering. Poor grades were a blow to my ego and my pockets. After 2 years, I left Temple empty-handed and discouraged. Over the years, I have worked many unfulfilling jobs just to make a living. I always say I wasted so much time and I should have gone back to school sooner. But the truth is, I firmly believe that everything happens when and how it should, all in God's time. Today, I'm proud to say I finally made it back to school. My life experiences have set me up for success. I know there is no turning back now. I'm more motivated than ever before to succeed. I'm blessed to have this opportunity and I will not squander it. I encourage any person fresh out of high school to take full advantage of this opportunity you have. Don't waste time. You can party during the summer or after graduation. Work hard now and you won't spend your late 20s juggling a full-time job, a part-time event planning company, and going to school full-time. Although I'm not regretful because I know this was God's plan for me, I would probably do things differently if I had another chance. As I mentioned above, I have a small event planning company. I don't have any kids, but I often joke that Sweet Addictions is my baby. I put my heart and my soul into my company, and the rewards have been endless. Making money doing something I love is an amazing feeling. If the world had to remember me for one thing, I would hope it would be my creativity. I use my creative energy and my love of beautiful things to create smiles and make the world a better place. No matter what I'm doing in life, I hope that I always have time for Sweet Addictions. Lately, I've been feeling like this is just the beginning. Returning back to school was the first step on the journey to the rest of my life. My parents instilled in me the value of hard work and integrity. They always told me if you work hard and do the right thing, you will be successful. I find myself drawing on that advice daily. On days I'm tired and I'm stressed, I just keep thinking, work hard and you'll reap the benefits later. It gets me through my most difficult days. Hopefully, I will continue to heed that advice because I have a long way to go. In the fall, I will be attending nursing school. I also eventually plan to get my master's degree. I have a lot of goals, and one thing for sure, I will never again allow myself to be redirected or discouraged. My amazing childhood and adolescence set a strong foundation for who I am. I was raised with a strong sense of self, and I can always reflect back on that when necessary. The setback I faced during my college years taught me the importance of falling and being able to stand back up again and dust yourself off. This lesson was difficult, but I'm forever grateful because it let me know that I can persevere through just about anything. Juggling work and school has taught me just how strong I am and how much I'm capable of. On March 9th, when I close my eyes and blow out my 30 candles, I will reflect on my blessed life. Happy 30th birthday to me.